Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to calculate pips. Remember guys, you understanding on how to calculate pips is going to help you to know how to set your market targets, such as the take profit and also the stop loss. So I've been receiving questions from people on how do I calculate pips. Alright, so here it is now, including those one who are actually in my group for signals. Sometimes I do post signals in terms of pips. Those are the targets. Sometimes I don't put the actual price range. I'll just put a pip, and that is the way sometimes I send signals. Alright, so now here I want to show you on how you can calculate pips. Alright, remember pips, the first thing that you need to understand is what is a pip. So a pip, this is the abbreviation. Alright, this is an abbreviation. So this is called the percentage. This is the percentage in points. Alright, this is the percentage in points. So that's the definition of pip. Alright, so percentage in, let me actually just write it. Let me just write it here so that we in points. Alright, so this is a pip, guys. So in case someone asks you to define a pip, that's a pip. So now, how do you calculate pips? Remember, each currency pair has a different way of calculating its pips. Alright, so let's say on the currency pairs. Alright, let's say on the currency pairs. Okay, so currency pair. So I'll pick two types of currency pairs. Alright, which is the Euro USD, and I'll also pick I'll also pick USD JPY. Alright, so now I'm going to put a sample of a quote. Alright, so let's say the price range for Euro USD is 1.32415. Alright, and this one is, let's say we put 98.2.045. Okay, so how do you calculate what's a pip here on this currency, on these currency pairs? Alright, so the first thing that you need to understand is that any pair with JPY, the pip value is the second point. Is the second point after the decimal point. Alright, the second figure after the decimal point. So in this case, the pip is actually this one here. Any pair with JPY, guys, I want you to understand this. The pip is actually this point. Okay, the second digit after the decimal place, that's a pip. Then on these normal currencies like Euro USD, let me do this here. Allow me to lab this part so that I show you clearly. So we have GBP USD, we have USD cards, and we have USD CHF. Okay, so all these pairs they point to this one. A pip value is actually the fourth digit. This is a pip. Okay, so that's a pip. So forget about this one. Of course, there are brokers which just end just on this point. There are other broker that goes up to 5 digits after the decimal place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So a pip value is this figure here, which is the fourth digit after the decimal place on all these pairs that you are seeing here. Apart from the USD JPY, we have Euro JPY, these ones. So all these ones, guys, I want you to understand that the pip value for any pair with JPY is the second figure after the decimal place. So let's say 98.245, like that, you see. So the pip value here is this figure, okay? So that's a pip. So this is how, guys, you calculate a pip on these pairs. Now let me show you on gold. All right, let me show you on gold so that you understand how to do these things, so that you don't get confused each time when I send signals. Okay, so I mostly trade gold. All right, so gold, the pip value, let's say the way that gold is trading right now is the three, for example, 25.485. Okay, so that's a figure, guys. So now, what's a pip when it comes to gold? So gold here, the pip value is actually the two decimal place. It's almost the same like JPY. All right, so is this one here. So this is a pip value. So let's say the price range is here, and the price, let's say, changes to 3.5, all right, 0.585, for example. I'm just giving you an example. So now let's forget about this, the third decimal place. So let's focus on the second one and the first one. All right, so now what's a pip value here? How do you calculate a pip value? So what's the price, what's the percentage in points? Okay, so here I can see that the pip value is actually 10. Okay, so this market, let's say the market, it was at this point and it moved now to this point. This simply means that it has declined by -10. Then if the market was on this range and now it goes back to this point, so it means that the pip value is +10. So there is an addition of 10 pips. So this is how, guys, you calculate pips. So this market moved by 10 pips. That's how you calculate pips. So it has moved by 10 pips. All right. Then now, how do you set your stop losses? I always encourage people, at least you set your stop loss, at least you can set it at 50 pips when you are trading gold. All right. So you can set, let's say the market is on this range. Let me do this. So let's say the market at 3, just a minute, let me show you something. So let's say the market is, okay, this is the 3.25, like that. As you can see, 0.481. Let me remove one here. So now you want to place a buy. All right, are you seeing? So we want to place a buy right here. Okay, so I want to place a buy, and now I want to know where to place my stop loss. So my stop loss, what you are going to do is you are going to subtract -50 from this. All right, so you are going to subtract -50 here. So I'm going to have I'm going to have here, I'm going to have 0, then from there 4, let's say 4 minus 5. So we are going to get 1 from there. We put it somewhere there. Then to be 14. 14 minus 5 is going to be 9 point. Remember here we removed 1. So already, so here meaning that is 4 now. So 2, 3, 3. So my stop loss, I'll set it at 33.24.90. So this is my stop loss. All right. So here I've now put 50 pips minus 50 pips. So guys, it's secure in this manner, especially gold is so volatile and is expensive. And one thing that you need to understand also is that these price ranges, they differ based on the broker that you are using. They differ, and also based on the leverage and also the margin based on the broker that you are using. So that's why I always recommend people with the broker that I use. Why? Because if you are my follower, I recommend you using the broker that I use, so that you are going to apply these strategies in a better way. All right. So guys, this is how you set your stop loss. All right. This is how you calculate the pips. And also when you want to set your take profit, let's say take profit, you are targeting 60. So what you are going to do, you're just going to add 60 here. So your price range now will be, let's say we add plus 50. So your take profit will be this is 8, then 5 plus 9 is going to be 9 point, it's going to be 9.523. All right, so that is going to be your that is going to be your stop loss, your first stop loss. So so I always encourage, like, stop losses, you can set them. Let's say maybe you have 4 trades running at the same time. You place your trade light here, 4 of them, then you want to set them different take profits. So you can set 40 pips, the other one 60 pips, the other one 8, the other one 100. You can set them in that manner. All right, so this is how, guys, you play around with pips values. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. So you can subscribe and also follow this page so that you get a notification of the next lesson that we are going to have on risk management.